And why does this come in when we're talking about dating and being single? Because I think that, oftentimes we're just shy about saying energetically, I'm single, because we don't want to be rejected. I'm single and have been for what feels like forever. Is there anything specific you suggest that could help me get out of the funk? Yeah, I think being open to love means that you're opening your heart. And oftentimes, I think we don't realize how closed our heart is because we're sort of ingrained with this idea of like walking around with our heart closed to protect ourselves in a sense, right? Like fear of, oh, someone's going to, approach me inappropriately, or I don't want to attract the person that's like crazy, or, I don't want to talk to the homeless person or whatever. And so there's all these ideas that we have about just wanting to be safe and not wanting to bring in energies that are not for our highest good. But what I would invite everyone to do is to think about how you can make appropriate eye contact. You can make appropriate smiles at someone. And why does this come in when we're talking about dating and being single? Because I think that, oftentimes we're just shy about saying energetically, I'm single, because we don't want to be rejected. We put our love light out there, and, or we flirt with someone, and they give us the feeling that, wait, why are you flirting with me? It's like, then you feel the rejection. And so we're always trying to avoid this rejection thing. And I'm not saying go out and like inappropriately like approach people. Actually, something's coming to mind to share an example that I was at Costco, of all places, and a gentleman came up to me and gave me a bag for my chicken, and I was like, oh gosh, okay, thanks. I was talking on the phone, and then I realized, oh, okay, he was just trying to make a connection. And I was like, oh, that was really sweet. And I said, thank you, but I wasn't interested in having a conversation. And I moved on and I did my shopping. And then at the end, um, he happened to be right outside the door, and he's like, I'm not stalking you. And I just smiled, and he said, I don't even know what his question was, but he knew he was kind of doing the pickup line. And why am I saying all this? Because my immediate response was to be like, no, I'm not available, because I'm not available. And then I was like, I'm not putting my I'm available light out there. I'm putting my I see you as a human light out there. I see your bravery for coming up to me, and your bravery for giving me something and then asking me something later. I see that bravery. He was a really, really good guy. I could tell. So I think it's, if you're on the other end of it, I guess is what I'm saying, the person that's looking, just keep doing that. Like, I wanted to say to him, just keep asking people, just keep your heart open, because it was so, yeah, he was in such a great space, and I knew that it was uncomfortable for him. And I wanted to make it comfortable, but not give him any signals or signs that I was actually interested, because I wasn't. So I think when we can have those more friendly interactions with people and keep our heart open. So as a single person who feels like they've been single forever, maybe just feel into like, where have I missed some opportunities? Okay, wrong words. I don't want to say missed opportunities, because it's like there's no missed opportunities. Everything's about the now. Where can I right now be more open to smiling? To, there's a homeless guy down here. There's been a couple of them. And today I thought to myself, if I'm all about pollinating planet with love, like, how can I do it more every day and every way? And I was like, I do smile at a lot of people, and I do say hi to a lot of people, but oftentimes I avoid the homeless because they shout things back at me, and I'm like, but today I looked right at him and I said, good morning. And he just like, it just lit him up, and he didn't do anything inappropriate, and he didn't come, and say things to me. So it's really the energy that we're putting out there to just love one another, really come together and love one another and help other people feel seen. You just never know what your eye contact may do, what your acknowledgement may do, and really just allowing yourself to feel appropriately vulnerable when you want to make conversation with people in a grocery store. And I think that's the places and the spaces that we actually meet people that we want to date, because they're in the same, maybe the same aisle in the grocery store, or maybe they're in the same spiritual center, or maybe they're at the gym. So we already know we have something in common with these people. So find those places that you have, that you really love to go to and that you really like to do activities in, and be more open to starting conversation. It doesn't have to be a hit-on conversation. It's just like, start conversation. Notice their eyes, notice their shirt, notice something that you genuinely feel is noteworthy, and compliment them on that. And I think you're going to start to see that your energy is going to open more and more, and you're probably going to get more people approaching you at all places, even the gas station or the fuel station. So check that out and let me know. Come back online and write us a few comments and let us know what happens with that and opening your heart a little bit more. And if you have something specific that you want to talk about, feel free to go on bethbell.me. I've got lots of ways that we can work together and we can get to the heart of the matter as to why you may be closing your heart. Okay. All right. Each week, I am so excited when you're here with me live. It's so much fun. Please always write questions in the comments. Let me know what you think about the insights that come through. I really appreciate your time. Subscribe, hit the bell, and then you'll know whenever I go live. There's tons of resources on bethbell.me. There's the Awakening and Healing Handbook. There's the Herpes Handbook, the Psychedelics Resource Guide. You can always sign up for some spiritual advising so that we can work together. I really want to help you get through heartbreak and heal that heart back to wholeness. So until next week, every Sunday, 11 a.m. Pacific time, I am wishing you so much bliss and love on the journey. Namaste.